In 1929, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and the University of Southern California partnered to create the world's first film school.
The Department of Cinema now has a 5-man crew shooting in a round.
Put the titles on fire.
Ooh, that's good.
I'd love to be in film school now. I could really take advantage of it in a way that I didn't.
You know, being in a creative environment, constantly surrounded by creative people and constantly thinking creatively. I took it for granted then, and I miss it a lot now.
You'd walk out into that patio and there were these beautiful bougainvillea blossoms and these old funky tables packed with people drinking coffee, talking about stories, making fun of the faculty, telling somebody they saw their film and it was great and you should keep doing that, or ripping your film apart.
I remember bawling my eyes out the very first day of school when Ken Robinson handed us a camera and told us to make a 3-minute movie, and I'd never touched a camera before in my life.
As soon as you walked in the door, they gave you an 8mm camera, and from that day forward, you started to think filmically.
It was really, really nice to just study film and then study the people that made films.
The entire documentary faculty took me under their wing.
Me too. These were people who were just very thoughtful human beings, and it informed the way that they taught.
To be a critical studies major and to see so many great films and to get such a breadth of the history of film, it enables you to take what you've seen and say, and either be inspired by it or to say, okay, well, this has been done, what can I do differently?
First day, they showed us THX 1138, and I remember sort of like sinking into my seat thinking, can I say this? F me, I can't do that.
The thing that was really incredible was you just realized that once you get a hold of a camera, you can go and make a movie.
You know, you've got $25 in your bank account, but you've got to make a movie by Thursday. And so by hook or by crook, you're going to do everything in your power to tell your story the way you want to tell it.
You're making a Super 8 movie and people start sending you headshots.
You've never planned so much for anything that you've ever done as getting ready for that movie that has no dialogue and no color and probably no plot.
Steve got so ambitious that we decided we wanted to put a chase through LAX. Imagine this now, film students. And he went in there, he's just like, we're film students. Like, we can't, you know, security and stuff. It's like, oh, come on, come on. He's like such a nice guy. And he got the guy to give us the keys.
We were chased by the police multiple times trying to steal shots from the subway. We would run into one station, capture whatever we could before the cops came. We were just as guerrilla as could be.
We could not get a license to blow up a car for this movie, which was the big climactic end of the movie. We took a bunch of the school's cameras, drove to Nevada. I don't think we got permission to do any of this.
Everybody felt sort of like a revolutionary in the sense everybody kind of felt, you know, compelled to want to do things their own way and, you know, escape from the system of, you know, the standard way of making movies.
We all were working on each other's films, and there was no sense of competition because we were all told that we would never make it into Hollywood.
Every week I was either writing, shooting, or cutting a film, and it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, it was easy to imagine spending the rest of my life doing it.
One of the important things I got out of the USC Cinema School was the sense of Hollywood history. Knowing what went on before in the past so you can improve on it and learn for the future.
You learn editing, you learn cinematography a little bit, you learn directing, you learn a little bit of acting, and all those elements sort of make it possible for you to be a better writer.
I got a good overall understanding of filmmaking because it was such a hands-on program. When I'm doing sound for a film, I can imagine back, you know, what the cameraman is thinking, what the director's thinking, what the writer has to go through.
I thought when I left the film industry
to go to the video game industry that I'd sort of left behind a lot of the lessons I learned at SC. And in point of fact, I probably use everything that I learned in film school more now.
I didn't know way into Hollywood. I was a kid in St. Louis. If it wasn't for the START program, I wouldn't be in the film business. The walls of those studios looked high to me.
The secret to it is that you don't climb the wall. You get a bunch of people together and you walk through together into the front gate.
If I know that there are two people I'm going to do a job with and one's from USC, I kind of lean in that direction a little bit, to be honest. I'm a USC fan. Just...
It's really amazing how the school and the industry have grown up alongside each other.
We're at the dawn of a whole new era of filmmaking, and USC's keeping up with that.
Well, the cinema school is the greatest cinema school in the world today. There's nothing like it. It's like having a motion picture studio and a post-production facility right there inside a college campus.
You really have the impression that you're learning the most interesting, cutting-edge new stuff that there is to learn.
Whether you're making movies, or whether you're doing television, or whether you're working in the advanced digital media, it's all the art of the moving image. It's all understanding how to communicate with the moving image.
There is something about USC beyond the be true to your school thing that actually I feel honored to be part of such a long line of good storytellers.
It's obvious that there's a sense of tradition. And there is a history. It's no secret who's attended this school, and that's a considerable point of pride.